This is Lily from Typewriter Minutes. Today we're going to be showing you this cool brown typewriter.
And this is Ailey from Typewriter Minutes. Today we're doing a for sale review on the 1956 Olympia SM3.
This is a recent acquisition, and this machine was fully refurbished by Bryan Sherwood at Kentucky Typer in 2018. And as part of that, he put new bushings under the body mounts, and most importantly, it's got a new platen from J.J. Short. So you'll see in the type test, this thing has a really nice Congress typeface, and this just might become your new favorite for writing correspondence because it's just an excellent typer, and I love the typeface on this. So this is chocolate brown with the chocolate brown keys. Over here we got the carriage lock. No dedicated one key, so you got to use a lowercase L. I love the little details on the SM3, just the chrome accents here, all around the bottom, around the ribbon cover here, and then even down, for example, where the ribbon color selector is, you got black, stencil, and red. I just like the chrome look of that. So right here is your variable line spacing, so you push that in, clicks go away. There's a really nice firm click to this. Nice big paper bail with ergonomic hooks on each side for flipping it up. It's got this plastic card guide, so it keeps paper flush to the platen, makes it easier if you're doing index cards or smaller pieces of paper. Push and slide margins for left and right, and super strong spring-loaded pop-up paper support, which when you extend it has, I thought it had the numbering, but it doesn't. But you can see it's got this kind of shimmering, there we go, shimmering look to it. It's just really cool looking. So anyway, that keeps your paper from flopping over backwards. On the back here, you got your ruler guide. And here's your carriage release lever right there. What else do we have over here? This is your paper release lever, giant paper release lever. Coming over the back here, the SM3 has manual tab stops. So you just push and slide these guys, unlike the SM4, which has the key set tabulator that has the plus and minus buttons on the side of the space bar. I actually prefer the look of the SM3. SM4 is not bad, I think that those buttons are those keys on the side of the space bar. It's not quite as good looking as this one, and I really like the reliability and simplicity of the manual tab stops. So we'll turn it into the light a little bit here. You'll see the paint on this thing is in really good shape. Decals are excellent. There's your little badge there, made in Western Germany. Well, it says made in Germany, but we know it was made in Western Germany. Over here, let's see, we got line space, where are we? Line space selector right there. It's either 1, 2, 3 or 1, 1.5, and 2. We'll test that in a minute when we do the type test. Got the paper guide here, so you can adjust where the left side of the paper goes in. I usually keep it at the 0. And then I'll go ahead and pop the hood here. It's got black and red ribbon in it. Must have been put in 2018, but it still has a lot of life left in it because you'll see in the type test it looks really good. There's your touch control right there. And it has little springs on each side. That's what keeps the ribbon cover down. These little doodads on the side push up against the spring, and that provides the tension to keep this closed. So nice clean type basket. This is a carriage shift, so it's a little heavier than on some of the later models like the SM7 and SM9. but the momentum, just for me anyway, seems to take over once you hit it, so I get used to that. I'm gonna pass off the camera to Ailey here. Actually, we'll be right back. We're gonna switch the sides of the microphone. We'll be right back. All right, a few more things before we do the type test. This little lever here is the indexing release. So if you got the clicks now, push that. That releases your clicks. This one retains your line spacing as opposed to the variable. If you use the variable, you'll lose your line space position. They basically do the same thing. And then I'm gonna tip it up on its back here. And I'll grab the camera back from Ailey. And you can see Bryan put in the new bushings or rubber grommets in there. Those are usually mashed to a pulp, and so when you refurbish these, those have to be replaced, and he has. It's nice and clean on the underside here. Feet are in excellent shape, still soft and grippy. A couple of the keys underneath, this is fairly common on Olympias, had this zinc oxide forming on the underside of the metal, and so I took some mineral spirits and a brush to get that off, and then did a light coat of oil on the underside, so that's very common. Everything now is lightly refreshed and ready to go, so we'll be back. We'll take a look at the case first, and then we'll do the type test. And here's the tabulator working. Forgot to show that.
So Lily, now we're going to be showing you this cool case that looks like a spaceship.
So these are wood cases that were painted silver, I think, to make it look like metal, but they're wood. And we'll show you this is in good structural shape. It's got a few cosmetic issues where the paint has chipped. Come around, it's mainly on the sides and the bottom. You can see where you got a little bit of paint chip and scuffing. And you may have noticed that I did put new feet on it. A lot of times the old feet on these cases are completely worn smooth, and frequently the feet are missing. They're two-part feet. Part of the foot goes through the bottom, then the inside part goes through the top or the inside of the case out, and you push them together. And Ted Munk, who is the creator of the typewriter database, is also, I understand, he's been busy casting a bunch of rubber feet for different models, and he sent me a courtesy set of these feet for the SM3 case, and they look fantastic. So I have nice new grippy feet on this case in case you want to keep the typewriter in it while you're typing. You have to take the lid off of that, of course. So the prior owner already has a nice little tag on that, so I'm going to keep that on there. This latch here, you just push the outside latches and it opens up. And there you can see it's got this, I don't know, light felt on the inside. I've cleaned it up. It always has a little bit of a dingy look to it, but it is clean and fully functional. And there you can see the inside part of the feet. So one of them took me 1 foot to get the hang of it, but that one in the corner there's little posts that have to fit into each other on the two parts of the feet. And on that one in the corner, I didn't quite get the two outside posts aligned. So the outside part of the foot sticks up just a little bit, but from here to here, that sucker's fully glued, so it's not going anywhere. Anyway, thanks to Ted Munk. Really do appreciate the feet. It makes it sit nice on the table. And I saw a little crack here but it's not, has not gone through, so I'm thinking that's a surface crack. And still a fully functional case with nice new feet. All right, I forgot to show you how the hinge works. If you ever wanted to take the top part of the case off, if you look in here, Jonah, you can see a little thing here. When you push this hook comes up and then it just slides over like that. And then to put it back on, just the reverse. You gotta come on in here, Jonah. Push that guy up. And then align the posts on the left. Get a picture of this one over here. This little post and this post just have to go in that little slot. So wiggle and jiggle, and then make sure that's all the way down. That hook is past that little post. Very good. So anyway, if you wanted to take the lid off, you could actually type on the base with the machine sitting in the base, especially now that you have nice new grippy feet. All right, one final thing about the case. Just going to show you how to take it out and put it in. So it has one of these on each side, a little spring-loaded clip with a cleat in there. So you push them both at the same time, and that releases the front of the machine. And then gently lift it up a little bit and then pull it forward. It's got two slots, one right here and one on the other side. You can see the one on the other side. Those go down into these little cleats right here. So you have to be very careful when you put the machine in not to scratch the back of the typewriter. So we'll go ahead and put it in. If you can come over to the side a little bit, Ailey, and you can see very carefully put it in, and then clicks into place. And you know it's locked because once these cleats click into place, you can lift up on the machine and the case comes with it. So that's how you take it in and out of the case.
And now for the type test.
Even though it has a new platen, I'm going to put 2 pieces of paper in anyway. So the carriage lock is on, just push that down, and we're ready to go. Do a couple lines on black. There's the line lock. Oops. On a little bit of a loud, wobbly typing table, so let's do red. So the typing output on Olympia's is really second to none, and especially when you have a new platen, that's what you get. And I love that Congress typeface. Just looks amazing. So the typing feel on Olympia's is really tight and snappy. It's one of the favorite typing machines of a lot of collectors. Not only because of the looks, but because of how it feels when it types and the typing output.
If you're interested in buying this typewriter, we can put the eBay sale link down in the comments, or you can contact us directly. Thank you for watching us in Typewriter Minutes. Make sure to share, link, like, and subscribe. Bye!